So my dear students, today again I've come here in my garden and it is very beautiful out here. As I told you that I'm standing just under a tree, and this is all green over here. This is lush green, the field, the garden, the lawn, everything is so beautiful out here. So I am making this video from my college ground. This is the lawn where I'm standing, and I I want to tell you something again about English speaking, and I thought that to make video inside a room will not give me that vibe which I'm really getting from here in the open. I'm making my video. I'm feeling very happy to make this video from here. So today I'm going to talk about repetition. It is very essential things for speaking English. When you repeat something, anything, whatever you do, if you are not repeating the things, you cannot become perfect in doing that thing. Like if you are learning cycle, if you are learning some language, if you are learning to drive motor car, every time you need a repetition. Understand? Even if you are learning basketball or some sports, you need constant practice and repetition. Same way here in language learning, repetition is very much needed. Now let's talk about repeating some sentence construction. You can repeat so many things are there, like you can repeat some words, some sentences, some dialogues, some phrases. So many things are there. When you constantly repeat those things, it becomes a part of your brain, and you don't need much pressure to bring them back into your memory. Whenever you feel like speaking about that particular thing, you can do it easily. So repetition is very much needed. Now the question is that repetition, it's a kind of boring things for most of the students. They don't find it very interesting, so that is why they don't want to repeat again and again the same thing, because repetition means same thing you are repeating again and again, and it's a kind of boring things for most of the students. They don't want to repeat it. They said, oh, I have repeated it 10 times. They say, oh, I have repeated it 2 times, 3 times. Now I am done with it. I am finished with it. Let's start with something new. So they don't have patience to repeat things, But repeating is very essential. Repetition, it really gives you an insight into the language, and it becomes intact in your mind when you repeat something. If we talk about some sentence structure, which is rather difficult for you to recall whenever you want to recall them. So if you repeat those sentence structures, it remains in your mind for a long time, and you feel happy that you are not giving much pressure to bringing them back to your memory, and it is happening spontaneously. Now if you feel bored to repeat those things again and again, you need to boost up your memory. So today first I'm going to tell you that how can you learn by repetition. When you repeat something, suppose it's really very essential. I'm telling you students, you can do one thing. Take a paragraph one day which is a little complex, and there are variant of and when you have taken that paragraph, just make sure that this paragraph has lots of variants in English. It means a lots of new ways of expressing yourself, like new ways or methods of speaking English. Now it has various sentence structures, and you have taken that paragraph and you are repeating that paragraph. So you repeat it once, twice, thrice, and repeat it 7 times, 10 times. When you repeat it, you find that every time you repeat, you find something new is coming out, from your mouth. You are not repeating the same thing. Now you are repeating it without seeing that, book or paper which you have taken in your hand. Now keep it aside and repeat the same thing. Since you have repeated it 10 times, it has become a part of your memory. Now next time when you repeat it, you find that something new is happening. Now you are not repeating the same thing, rather you are adding some new sentences, some new words or some new phrases into it to describe the whole thing. This is the learning. Understand, when you are able to make sentence yourself, when you are able to add something new to the thing, to the existing thing, that is called, learning. And you find it very comfortably you can do it, because it's a rather painful thing. I know that repeating same thing again and again, and remember that no pains, no gain. So you need to take some troubles, to get into this language very well. And once you do it, it becomes a part of your brains. It exists there, it remains there for a long time, and you are able to you can express yourself without any problem, without any difficulties. So repetition is very much needed. I would suggest you that every day you should take one paragraph at least and repeat that paragraph. First you repeat it, see the paragraph and repeat it. Take the paper in your hand, or the book, or the copy, or the notebook, whichever you have taken in your hand. See it and repeat it. After repeating for 5 times, you find that now what you are doing without seeing it, spontaneously, automatically you are able to construct the sentences. Though the content is the same, but your way of expressing has changed. Now you can do it yourself without putting much effort into it. One more thing I would like to tell you, students, that just keep in mind one thing. If you feel bored, if you're not feeling like repeating things, if you're not feeling putting lots of efforts into your this English artist journey, you should keep one thing. Just keep yourself pushing every time. Think about the consequences of it. Think about the result which you are going to get. Think about the, you to be a successful speaker after 5 years or 2 years back. And think about yourself to be a successful speaker, after some time back. So just always think about the reward which you are going to get by putting yourself into this artist journey of learning. And once you do it, you find that, yeah, I can do it. So every day you need to boost up your energy, give yourself some time, and be ready yourself to learn this language. So you can close your eyes, take a deep breath and say, yes, I am ready to learn this language. Okay? Thank you so much.